In today's competitive marketplace, it's no longer enough to just be a talented lawyer. What are the extras that differentiate those lawyers who thrive and those lawyers who wither? To be effective in terms of promoting yourself in your career and getting to the next level, it's really a sponsor that's required. And while mentoring is helpful in terms of showing you the way, it's not necessarily a mentor that's really going to bring you to the next level. My name's Deborah Epstein Henry, and I'm a former practicing litigator, first in New York and then in Philadelphia. 15 years ago, I started my own consulting firm called Flex Time Lawyers, and I do advocacy work on work, life, and women's issues for legal employers and lawyers. I've also written a book called Law and Reorder, and through that book that was released by the ABA in 2010, I do a lot of work on the future of the profession and new legal models. So today's topic was blueprinting for success, and I essentially focused on 5 significant areas beyond being a talented practitioner, and those are: number 1, sponsorship; number 2, leadership and executive presence; number 3, networking and business development; number 4, promotion and self-promotion; and number 5, work-life balance and flexibility. Essentially, the difference between sponsorship and mentorship is a sponsor is a power broker. Anybody can be a mentor, but a sponsor is somebody who really has a power in your place of employment or your community or otherwise. A sponsee is somebody who is high potential, who is really somebody that power broker would want to endorse. And what the research shows is that to be effective in terms of promoting yourself in your career and getting to the next level, it's really a sponsor that's required. And while mentoring is helpful in terms of showing you the way, it's not necessarily a mentor that's really going to bring you to the next level of success in terms of business development, compensation, hierarchy within an organization, etc. The key in sponsorship is it has to be reciprocal and it has to be earned. So that means you need to be good, not just anybody, but in terms of reciprocity, it's really key. So what you need to do is identify one or more people who you think are really influential in a practice area that you care about or doing something that you want to do, and develop a relationship with that person and show how you can be valuable to them, whether it's doing work that they don't want to do, spillover work, whether it's showing them something that you're good at, let's say social media, that they may not be good at, and somewhat of a quid pro quo. There are ways to identify how you can help other people, and through helping them and also demonstrating the quality of your work, you need to demonstrate how good you are, and in doing so, that person will want to back you, both because you're helping them and also because you've earned it. Leadership is an area that is very awkward for a lot of women. They think it's self-aggrandizing to raise their hand for leadership opportunities, and it's quite the opposite. First, I think it's helpful for women to understand that leadership is a really effective way to actually provide service and give back. So with a leadership platform, a woman can be that much more helpful to bring junior women up through the ranks or help other people. So reframing the notion of leadership and its purpose helps a lot of women in raising their hand for it more. The other thing is to be creative. The truth is, volunteering for leadership roles is something that's hard to do because of the time constraints that more women have. So be creative. Suggest shared leadership roles, for example, maybe co-chair a committee. You get the experience of being a leader, you get the visibility of being a leader, you get that skill set, but you're also sharing the time burden. And also, in being the leader, you can dictate the way things are run. So if being in a committee where meetings are really poorly handled and they go on, if you're the leader, you're setting the agenda, you can actually often control the time commitment that's involved. On the subject of leadership, the other constraint women face is what Sheryl Sandberg talks about in her book, Lean In. And that's women who leave before they leave, or they're not leaning in, meaning they're their own worst enemy, and if they can't do it perfectly, or they feel that leadership is going to impede their ability to be the mom they want to be, let's say, they hold themselves back. And what I would say instead is push yourself forward, take risks, and get involved. And that's really the way to propel your career, and then be creative in how you manage your family and your other responsibilities at home.